I'm 20 years old, and I represent John Robert Powers. Today I'm going to be doing a public service announcement about saying no to drugs, a commercial for Neutrogena, and Sarah's Labyrinth from the Monologues in the Labyrinth. Are you putting off talking to your kids about saying no to drugs? Do you think they're too young, or that you'll feel like a hypocrite because you tried drugs as a kid? Well, get over it! We're the kids. We need parents to care enough about us to tell us that drugs can ruin our lives, or take our lives. No matter how uncomfortable it may seem, take time to really care. Talk to us. We're old enough to listen. My skin regime was intense. I had 4 different products I used twice a day for a total of 8 different complicated goops. I decided enough was enough. It was time to go back to basics. Now I only use Neutrogena once a day. Now my skin is finally cleared up, and I have much more time to spend with my great fresh face. So get rid of all that expensive goop that isn't working, and go back to basics with Neutrogena. What do you want? You want a story? Okay. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful young girl whose stepmother always made her stay home with the baby. And the baby was a spoiled child, and he wanted everything for himself, and the young girl was practically a slave. But what no one knew was that the king of the goblins had fallen in love with the girl, and he had given her certain powers. So one day, when the baby had been particularly cruel to her, she called on the goblins for help. "Say your right words," the goblins said, "and we'll take the baby to the goblin city, and you will be free." But the girl knew the king of the goblins would keep the baby in his castle forever and ever and ever, and would turn him into a goblin. So she suffered in silence, until one day, when she was tired from a day of housework, and she was hurt by the harsh words of her stepmother, and she could no longer stand it. "I can bear it no longer! Goblin King, wherever you may be, come take this child of mine far away from me." Oh, I wish I did know what to say to make the goblins take you away. I wish the goblins would take you away. Right now. Selby?